map and one of my favorites, really, straight from when it was launched. In fact, it was the first season that I began playing this game, and here we are, long time away from that, and start of the ban phase. MBT on defense this time around. NEX getting arguably the favorable side again. Here they're starting on attack, but MBT will be getting the first ban.
Yeah, so the first ban is pretty important. I mean, it sets the tone for everything as well because it also determines how the team will play on that first round. So Monty being banned out, and they don't want that turtle strategy coming through, and they don't want to deal with anything with too much else. But now that next are gonna ban two more, I'd expect some basic stuff like Nomad, pretty basic these days. On a map like Coastline, we see her with a very high ban rate because she actually counters a lot of the runouts, and all these spaces, a lot of spaces on Coastline have a lot of runouts, and it just saves you having to bring 3 more claymores because you have 3 air jabs to replace that as well.
So Nomad Echo continuing on, and MBT getting the final ban yet again. What is going to be the defensive ban? I have a feeling it might be something like a Mira or a Valkyrie. It's probably going to be a Mira. She's been banned. Upside down, no, it's going to be a Valkyrie. All right.
Okay. So we might actually see some mirror action here, and we barely see that.
Hopefully.
We barely see that over by Theater because of how highly banned she is. But I suppose MBT weren't really worried about that. Maybe they want to use mirror for themselves.
Yeah, we might just see them break out the mirror strategies, maybe go into double bar first up. No, it's going to be kitchen service and no mirror. Castle is coming out, in fact, and that is a bit of an odd one. You don't usually see a castle being brought to kitchen service. Not an essential operator by any stretch of the imagination, I would say. It can work though. I mean,
yeah, they
depends
definitely
on what they
can
do.
work. It definitely can work, and it does look like okay, interesting lineup there. Diage in front of that Maestro is pretty interesting because I expected him to actually be on more of a mobile operator. We did see him actually frag quite high, but he's opting to go onto that role, and nothing changed up too much this time around. And okay, Tao's actually going to reinforce from inside Hooker. Wow, that's different.
Bomb located by attackers.
So, interesting strat, and it's going to be Asuna and Spider-Child going upstairs together with Civil, actually. So it's looking to be a fairly heavy upstairs roam game, or at least setup that Asuna might be going down now after making some holes to allow Spider-Child to look down from. It's a dangerous position right now, Spider-Child fairly in the open, but now he's going to hide behind the reinforcements inside of theater, set himself up, and Asuna's upstairs, so is Tao, in fact. So just 2 members, Civil and the Asian friend, downstairs in the bomb sites. If they wish right now, Nex can just go in and smash those 2 members and then play the retake.
Pew Pew is actually playing a pretty interesting position here. So no, he's not already going straight for the footprints. He's actually trying to hold off and cut off angles and some rotations as they push through. Soon, though, he should be moving in, but Mistakers is taking a very forward point. With not much help other than maybe 1 drone, he is in a pretty dangerous spot,
Attackers have located a bomb.
So, yeah, and I don't know. Well, Twitch is coming out, and there is a lot of damage dealt. Warback, he finishes off 2. Pew Pew makes it 3. The PDW seeing action in the site. As I said, they've just come in and smashed the site. Asuna is down. Tell the Bice is up here at the top of Cool Vibe stairs. They can just get the plan off. They are going to get the plan off. Mistakers, he's getting it off. DCHE is fallen. Asuna is just forgotten by Tao right now. And he has to play the retake together with his teammate who's going to try and pick back up.
I'm still confused why they held this position. It's so far away from the actual site. They don't have any control over much else other than maybe this long angle, and these rotations down are suicide, and we can see that quite evidently. And I just, oh look, I mean,
Oh wow.
Pew Pew doesn't. I mean,
Pew
with,
Pew just
dude, the PDW9, you don't care, man. You got like 50
Yeah.
shots in that thing, just spray it. He only spent like, I think like 10 on Tao, and then he just dumps the rest onto where he hears the sound cues. You know, just like that's all you really need.
I would say it's really, really well done from NEX Esports, but as you said, just as equally it was poorly done from MBT, roaming so hard, so far away from the site. NEX recognized it, just went in for the kill immediately, and a 3K for Pew Pew on the Jackal.
Yeah, I think
Well done.
MBT really needs to bring that defense closer to site. If they held the theater VIP
Need to locate and
a little tighter, then yes, that would have been a very strong defense with those two operators, and it would have been much easier to
located a bomb.
rotate back in, actually bring a presence onto NEX, who just stormed right onto site. But I feel like it's just, I think they were too confident with being able to actually control that distance without ACOGs.
Yeah,
Because,
what that speaks to me is that they counter-stratted.
oh no, why did
NEX?
why do you barricade that door? You don't want to barricade that door, man.
5 seconds left.
Well,
No, because you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna go in, they're gonna just like push through into the VIP and then just attack the floor, and then
yeah.
MPT's gonna have no angle in there. And DCHE's not gonna have to open up that wall looking into the billiards because he doesn't need to. There's no point for him to do that. There is no advantage of him looking out in that angle. All they have to do is secure VIP, attack the floor, and that's all you gotta do. So now Pew Pew is actually gonna be trying to might be able to get a couple of footprints actually if he uses the shotgun from below. He might actually catch some footprints
you
that
can
way.
scan upwards.
Yeah, you can scan upwards, and he might be able to get some footprints that way, but it doesn't look like it this time. And
Oh,
Minnie Mouse, that's what you get for going on the purple tarps, dude.
I believe that's not actually allowed. I'm not too sure.
No,
They
apparently-
did say
no,
that
I
they
think it
patched
is.
it out.
Yeah, they keep
Oh,
trying
right.
to patch it, but ESL can't stop them from getting up there.
That's
because
true, that's
it's
true.
like if you can get up there, if a player can get up there, then it's
Oh.
part of the game. But
And he
there we
picks
go.
himself back up and gets a frag grenade kill. Tao the Bice. Legion goes down.
And that's a lot of utility being lost really early. So Asuna has to actually rotate out of there. And Civil's already taking a lot of gunshots. And Pew Pew is picking up quite a few kills for himself already. That PDW9 is doing so well. And it used to be
Oh.
the strongest gun at at max range. But here we go. DCHE trying to find another frag for his teammates. They are pushing up. They will be able to secure a couple of more footprints. And does look like they have second floor control already.
Yeah, they have second floor control, but not that much time. And good rally back from MBT Impetus Gaming. Made it a 3v3. Minnie Mouse one shot and he will get taken down. So not too good for him. On the defensive side, you have a Doc. The diffuser's down in a precarious position. So,
I mean, they only have one
They
guy
have
on.
to-
They have, like,
oh, no.
There we go.
I mean, I was just about to say, like, it could go very pear-shaped if they lose gunfights, and that's exactly what's happened. Asuna's the only one left. He's holding the diffuser with a shotgun. He still can get one kill at least, but he's gonna get
Oh, no.
flashed and pushed back. Shot a lot. Utility being dumped. C4 from him flies out. But Minnie Mouse finishes him off. And NEX looking to continue on the form that they had on Bank, and MBT looking completely lost.
Honestly, I feel like if he actually rotated to the right hand side of that door, he would actually dodge a lot of bullets
Maybe.
and actually landed a good C4. Probably picked up one kill. It does have a very big radius. However, he just kind of stood in the line of fire the entire time, and all they had to do was blind fire him. I understand that MBT were just trying to huddle around that diffuser and try to deny them from picking it up, but the positions they put themselves in were actually self-compromising, and they just opened themselves up to the enemy and allowed them to get pinched from like 4 different angles. I mean, it's not a good time.
Yeah, that's just not
Attackers need to locate
that's just not properly done from MBT Impetus, and I'm not sure what's going on with them. Last week they looked pretty good, and this week it's a very, very different team that we're seeing. I would say almost a complete reversal. They were looking on the up last week. Now they just look confused. They look lost, and just generally not confident in whatever they're doing. They're not winning the gunfights. The strategies are not working out as well. They're choosing the weirdest decision making really at every turn. I'm not too sure what could possibly explain this. NEX are good, but they're making MBT, well, MBT is making them look a lot better than they are.
I don't want to agree with you, but I kind of have to. At this point, I feel like MBT could honestly just bring in almost anything. They could try to pull any. Oh my gosh, he's back here again.
Oh, he's gonna miss that frag grenade. I'm not too sure what the need is to get up that purple top to frag it out. They have Zofia with breach charges. He's gonna get rid of at least one of the castle barricades. She could get the other one with an impact grenade as well if they really need to. But right now they're going to be contesting Civil up here, and the Asian friend not too far away.
He's going to hold that angle quite aggressively. And he almost gets picked up from that frag grenade from downstairs. Forces him to rotate, and then Mistakers picks him up. And, I mean, Warbuck as well. Took a lot of damage there. Pew Pew gets taken down. Cleaned up. Spider actually picking up that kill for himself. So good job from Spider from managing to grab that kill for his team. But there we go. Daijin Friend's gonna get taken out. That's your dock. That's a lot of your utility. That's a lot of your defense. That's a lot of your healing taken off the board. And it does look like MBT are not in the best position right now. They really need to come together on that defense. Breach charge gets get opened up. Let's open up the castle barricade. It does look like Spider's on that very long flank, and he's gonna try and push through. I don't know if he will or not though. So plant diffuser going to go down there. Smoke, remote gas grenades are gonna go out. Smoke's gonna use as much utility as possible. He's not in the best position. He doesn't deny that just yet. That it looks like now that the plant is down, he's in a very precarious position. As Spider's gonna try to rotate over through, gets caught out. Unfortunately, gets taken out. DCHE with a double kill, and there we go. DCHE holding that long flank from upstairs. Mistakers picks up a double kill as well, and Tao Device takes up.
Oh, what a
very nice shot from Tao Device. Will he be able to actually clutch us out 1-1 mano Imano? But no. NEX Esports with the upside down angle. There we go.
Yeah, that's the thing about NEX, right? You take down one of the members, two, and then you start feeling like, hey, we might have a chance. But the problem is you have to take down all 5 to guarantee yourself a round win. That's the only way. You can't, there's no quote-unquote weak members of NEX that you can isolate, or, well, MBT can't isolate anything except for themselves so far.
That's harsh, dude. Like, why would you say that?
What are you doing, man? I mean, they are unable to work cohesively as one unit. They're not bad. When they do work together, they at least give a good challenge, and that's what I liked from them last week. We're not seeing that from them this week, and it's just odd to me what's going on. Just as you said earlier on Bank, no communication, it seems.
Honest to the big man upstairs, dude. I tell you right now, I feel like MBT are pulling out rank strats back to back. There isn't many unique things they're doing right now that really stands out for me. I mean, you kind of see them pull out some Pro League strats, but these are the Pro League strats that you see everywhere. If you watch any Pro League at all, you'll know that these Pro League strats exist. But nothing that stands out, nothing that they made that makes me think like, yes, they have been practicing in scrims. I feel like they haven't been practicing in scrims, and if they do have a scrim partner, I don't know who it is. I don't know if they need to change these scrim partners, or if they're being objective with their scrims. Because if you're scrimming, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, right? It's about a learning experience when you're scrim. Trying new things and actually trying to make things work for you. But it doesn't really matter in those scrims if you don't have an objective, if you're not decisive and you're not articulate with how you're going to develop from those scrims and use those as a learning point. It doesn't look like they've been using any of that so far, and it does look like they just trying to make something happen with doing standard things.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the Asian friend does. He's in a... Well, I was just about to say that. He is in a precarious position. Warbuck was watching it, and he just peeks right into it. They lose a dock yet again. Now, vertical pressure going to be enacted from Minnie Mouse. He's waiting for the call from his teammates, or trying to hear where the defender is. Civil, he does trade back onto Warbuck though, so that's good. But Mistakas has him pinned. Puppy's gonna finish him off before he gets traded out by Taldabai, so this is good. Finally, MBT trading out, looking punchy, looking like they can do the back and forth dance that is so very much required at this level.
Maybe another downside grenade coming up from Minnie Mouse, potentially. Doesn't look like it's necessary though. We'll get that upside down dangle yet again. And I mean, with the F2 off the board and then Warbuck also out of for the count, does look like all they need to do is just wait and actually just play with time. Tao the Bice is trying to hold for as long as he can. So just back to the T5. Spider maybe getting a nice frag on the operator upstairs, but it's a 3-3 right now with 1 minute left. NEX still have a lot of time to try to decide what they actually want to do and how they're actually going to try contest this.
Yeah, well, they have this side of the site pretty much uncontested, and oh, that is very, very dangerous from Asuna right now. He's gonna expose himself, getting taken down very low. The dock is gone, and Mistake is actually under the cover of smoke. He's gonna be planting the diffuser. They're gonna try and smoke him out, but it's gonna be too late, I believe.
Oh my gosh!
No, Taldabai is not again.
No!
Now in Southeast Asia, smoke, confusion. DCHE is gonna pick up Asuna, and it's all up to Spider Gel. He gets detected, takes a lot of damage, and this is it. This round is over.
Oh man, this guy's gotta go for a very long rotation and doesn't look good. He's on like 10 HP in a dream, man. He's got to work so hard to pick up the rest of his team. But honestly, with a rotation like that, he gets caught out from the same spot that he was caught on the last round as well. So, probably needs a new rotation for himself. It wasn't going to work either way, though.
Yeah. They had the stairs covered, and
yeah,
3 members against 1 in a post-plant scenario. He has to take such a long route up. It was over the moment that they were unable to deny the plant. Taldabai just walking straight through the smoke, peeking the wrong way. It is a bit of an unorthodox plant spot, so I won't exactly blame him. But that's really, really poor from them, that they had the Maestro on the board and they were unable to use information.
So now Mistakers is still on that Capital. Nothing's really changed on that attacking side. They don't have to change anything, but it does look like it's going to turn out to be a 6-0 at this point. They're only on round 5, 4-0 right now, but it does look like it's going to be a very quick map for us yet again. Unfortunately, this is mid-table, but coming to this point in the league, NEX are finally done with facing literally the biggest opponents they could ever face, and will have and I think everyone else now could very well just be fodder for NEX, because I've been saying this from the start. NEX for me is like top 3 contender. You know, they're contender for that 3rd place, 2nd place spot. They're top contender for anywhere from 4th slot up, along with Lasay and Script, and Void as well, definitely Void. But it's like, I honestly think NEX is gonna just plow through the rest of the competition for the rest of the league. Doesn't look like it's gonna be much work for them. They're gonna gotta just kick their feet back up. They can't take it for granted though. Don't get me wrong. But it's gonna be an easier time for them from here on out.
Really, it's so hard to disagree. NEX have looked good in many of the games. Not quite been able to bring the result, just to win and a draw to their name so far. But looks like it's going to be 2 wins tonight over here. And Spider Jowl very desperately trying to
Oh
get that drone.
no.
I think he does.
No, he doesn't. He got away.
Located by attackers.
Oh no, that is really unfortunate. Mistakers on the capital yet again, being pretty ballsy with that jump. Really, I would not have expected him to do that, even with the 2 drones. Belatedly decides to peek that. Very lucky that he did not get picked off as the Asian friend, but it seems that the dog has been scared off of this previous round death right in that very spot.
Yeah, there we go. And Astana is now rotating, rotating a
so low.
little bit. The Asian friend, use the stim pistol, man. Don't give me anxiety like this. You got the time.
Oh, just in time.
There we go. That's why you gotta use your stim pistols, man. And if I was him, I would. Yeah, he overhealed, so that's a smart choice. He wins
There
that
we
fight.
go.
There we go. He's got 1 on his flank now. Warbuck is hanging around. He might actually pick up 1 more. I think Legion dropped as well, but it does look like they are going to be trying to force a fight there. And he's got a little bit of a decision to contest. Now that Silvo's out of the equation, and he's
right there.
Yeah, he's right there. He's got to push up, and he's got some backup, but he's going to just decide against it. He doesn't have to take this fight just yet. He doesn't actually catch that spot, but I feel like if the Asian friend pushes through right now,
yeah,
I think if he pushes through right now, then Minnie Mouse is going to catch him on that rotation.
Yeah, he could have at least peeked a bit wider, caught the Zofia, who seemingly forgot completely about the dog, only really concerned with the Jaeger, wasn't even looking at the dog's location, could have finished off the Zofia, but unfortunately not to be, so it remains a 4v4.
Oh, man.
And make that a 3v4. Tyler buys, cuts down Minnie Mouse, and pushes in. And this could be the first round for MBT. Time is ticking away, but Warlock, he has taken down 1. Over to his right! Oh no! He gets hit by the zap on the evil eye, but he can't get off the cam quickly enough. Warlock takes down 1 more, and the plant is going down for mistake because it's round number 5. It's going to be 5-0, certainly, unless the Asian friend can pull off a miracle.
And maybe a miracle is exactly what they need right now. And it doesn't look like it's going to come through. Warbuck clears that one up. And I'll say it again, man. Warbuck has been performing stellarly. Like, just...
He's incredible. He's one of the best players in Southeast Asia. Consistently flying under the radar. Not a top team. But with this kind of performance, if they keep it up, NEX quickly and very surely they're going to become a top team.
Yeah, honestly, NEX have that potential to be that number 1 spot eventually. Not this season. I think this season, they're still polishing and developing just a couple of aspects that's separating them from Xavier and Airwolf, but definitely. Something about Thailand that just produces such amazing talent.
Attackers need to locate and
Now just left with Wenberg to give us that show, languishing in the last spot. We're gonna see them play later on, in fact, just after this game against Lasey. So far, Thailand looking just impossibly strong against Malaysia over in this matchup. 7-2 on the first map. That was banked if you missed it. It is 5-0 right now. We might just see a full 7-0 shutout, and that would be a huge surprise that MBT didn't even get a single round if it happens. Because MBT, as I said in the pregame, pretty practiced here on Coastline from the start of the Pro League.
attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So now we're seeing the Asian friend actually on the Jaeger instead of Spider, and this might be a good swap over. Spider's gonna be in that pulse, so he's still mobile, but now that the Asian friend is on that more mobile and aggressive operator, which is what I was hoping he would be on from the start. We are going to be maybe seeing a little bit of a better turnout. Maybe MBT picking up 1 or 2 rounds this game as well. But, oh no, there we go. Pew Pew losing out the shock drone just at the last moment. But I mean, NEX are just trying to close this out as soon as possible. There we go. Minnie Mouse and Pew Pew already just vaulting right through. Not wasting any time. Oh my gosh, he misses one. He gets taken out. Spider Jowl picking up, and you know what? NEX are getting punished for having too much aggression. And just taking them for granted.
That was really poor from NEX. They got one kill, assumed the entire area was droned, and tell the Bice is gonna get one more. Mistake is gonna finish off Spider Jowl, and this is still very much winnable for NEX. They have two great attackers, two great players, and utility left on the board, and a lot of time.
Alright, so Mistakers is rotating upstairs, and it does look like he's going to be trying to coordinate a little bit more with DCHE. I think I heard the X-Kairos actually failing. I think maybe one dropped off. I could be very wrong. This is the sound cue for me. But you know what? Sound in this game is a bit whack sometimes, unfortunately. Sound and... What? Sound and...
Sound and...
Smoke. The smoke.
Smoke.
Yeah,
right.
sound and smoke in this game are weird because you know they are working on a new mechanic. Oh, there we go.
Mistake as he gets two.
Oh,
in just like he did previously. It's not really a problem that he's flash right now because he's getting the plant off, and the cover is perfect from DCHE. He's gonna take down Civil with the headshot, and yet again the Capital, he just waltz right in from the VIP side, takes down the Maestro watching on the hallway near the stairs, and then moves into the site, and that's it. Match point for NEX, flawless attacking half. How many times in a row did we just see MBT defend hookah?
A lot.
I lost count.
It's just like, just go to bar, man. At that point, just like
double bar with a mirror setup.
No, they didn't go to penthouse one time.
Or double bar.
Yeah, or double bar, like one time, man. Penthouse is almost an easy win, almost all the time. You know, mirror's not banned. Mirror's not banned. How is that hard to defend at that point? Like, it's just
stubbornness.
Yeah,
just plain stubbornness. I think they defended hookah 4 times in a row. I think the first 2 rounds were in kitchen, and they're like, "All right, we're done. Let's just play."
They're tunnel visioning. You know, they're not looking at the other opportunities that they have. They have all these other great sites available to them, but they're not capitalizing. They're not using these sites. They're not actually defending them. And when they went down to kitchen, which is a site that, you know, that has a high success rate, and it's actually not easy to defend, or not easy to attack at all, they weren't even on the site, and then they just went to hookah and billiards over and over and over and over again, like as if the other 2 sites that are also highly picked, you know, and they just started playing it like as if it doesn't exist, you know. Oh no, Pew Pew, don't, man. They don't deserve that, dude. Oh, okay.
Oh, very nearly. He misses that shot. Almost gets that spawn peak off, but no harm, no foul to either team so far. 30 seconds left are gone in this round, and a lot of the round is still left, but MBT is not filling me with confidence. The way they're playing this is they're just waiting around for each other. They're not quite looking smooth in their movements. And after a 6-0 dropping on the first half, not looking too great.
Yeah, it does look like it might just be a... I can't call it just yet, but it's probably going to be a 7-0 just based on the performance. But now that we've swapped sides, it could be very different. So Habana's attacking at the right angle, and it does look like Spider might just be actually getting... I think he's trying to silence sprint, but it's not working.
Oh, whoa, Spider, what a shot.
Spider, how do you... That was a great headshot, but he reacted so late to that.
Yeah. I mean, he got the flick in the end. They're really gorgeously done, and Asuna, he's gonna double up. DCHE goes down.
Okay,
so this is looking like a very good start for MBT over here. Half the round still left to play. They are getting the utility used up, using it well. What can the remaining members of NEX do? Pupi is in a bit of an exposed position, in fact.
Okay. So next still have Warbark, they still have Minnie Mouse and Pew Pew. These are the big three. The big three players on this. There we go. Asuna with a double kill already, taking out Minnie Mouse, and now next are down to their last two big operators, Warbark and Pew Pew, who we've both seen to turn out massive in these last few games. So they're definitely in a good position to actually win these gunfights.
Oh,
like Pew Pew picks up one. He's on a good flank right now. He doesn't pick up the next. Titan friend cleans that one up, and MBT win a round.
very, very important. At the very least, it's not going to be a 7-0 washout here. At the most, it's going to be a draw, and that's what they will be aiming for. That's what they'll be hoping for. But 6 rounds in a row, that is a mad, very tall order. I just am I am confused right now from what we're seeing from MBT. Only Tao, the one who seems to be turning up, 8 kills over here. Even next, they haven't needed to kill that much. They've spread it out so well across the whole team, and everyone looking like they have 6 or 7 kills, but add them up, and that is 6 round wins in a row. That's the same thing the MBT must do. Question is, do they have the quality?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have located a bomb.
So downstairs, a very defensible spot. Next just want this quick win before they give MBT too much of a chance. Understandable. A much more different setup so far from what we can see. It doesn't look like now that we've got the mute on the case and Mistakers on that pulse, we could be seeing a bit more of an aggressive defense. Especially with the pulse. Mistakers most likely trying to get a C4 kill from the bottom up. Maybe a double. So far in Challenger and Pro, Mizu still has the highest amount of double C4s. Double C4 kills. But maybe NEX might be able to break that record soon.
So the agent friend, he's moving in with the Zofia. Hopefully he's able to come up big again. He saved one of the rounds over on bank for his team. Can he step up yet again? And they really need him to step up. The entire team needs to step up, continue on from the one round that they won earlier. It was a good round. They got the early picks, moved in, and got the final picks as necessary as well. Very, very well played. It was a 1v4 by the end. Can they repeat it? That is the question. Can they repeat it for 5 more rounds, including this one?
I mean, MBT were picking up some good kills, and we can't really say how good they were because we didn't get to see some of them. But we do know that they did catch them on the flank. They almost got caught on that flank, and Pew Pew almost cleaned that up. But with they had better reaction time and better crossfire and refrags in that round. So that is like, yeah, I know if they can just, like you said, bring that back again, it might work out.
So it's been a good attack so far from MBT, and they're gonna get the flag as DCHE goes down. I was just about to say they've gotten some very good control. Asuna, he goes down, but Warbark, it's the roaming maestro pushing up with the hollow sight on that Alder. He's gonna get 2 for his own, and suddenly it's gonna look a lot harder for MBT, making these bullet holes and going for the reload right now. A bit exposed. I don't think he's worried right now. He's gonna collect the third. Can't believe this. There's no droning, no callouts, no information. And Warbark, he likes to play this aggressive play. They should know that by now. It's the fourth. Can he get the ace? It's just up to the Asian friend right now. Do they know where he is?
Get the ace. Get the ace. Come on, man. If anyone can do it today, it's Warbark. He's going to close this out with a big bang if he does get this ace. And he's in a good position too. He's rotated back to site, unfortunately, but he's got
No, no.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Now he
he's
does.
dropped the hatch. He dropped the hatch. He's actually coming back up that. He's coming back up the cool vibes, and maybe he will be able to get that flank.
Is he? No, he's just gonna hold on out, and this might not be the ace. He might just miss out on it. That Agent French doesn't have much time. He's just gonna leap down into the courtyard. Someone else is gonna pick up the kill, surely. Or is it gonna be him? No, the Mozzie goes down. Can Warbuck get this? He's firing away like a madman right now.
Oh,
but
no.
no, it's Minnie Mouse to close things out. A 4K from Warlock, essentially turning the tide in this team's favor from the poor initial engagement. That is it. GG 7-1 here on Coastline. It was 7-2 on Bank, and this is a really rapid night we're having so far. NEX Esports just looking a class above MBT.
Well played by NEX. Honestly, definitely turning up quite big. And Warbuck again, 10 kills. NEX in a very dominant performance. There we go. And